we do it every year on this show. The top five from each guy, Brian Kenny and Chris Russo. I think BK won last year. If you look at how they finished, Trout, Betts, Tatis, Soto, Bregman didn't have a strong year, but look who Russo had it. I mean, Lindor and Yelich. Yelich is the 100th player in baseball on this year's countdown. So, again, it's the 2022 version of BK versus Mad Dog. Ready, set, guys, take it away.
All right, Greg, thank you so much. Here with my old friend, the two sabermetric titans, here with Mad Dog Russo. How are you, Dougie?
Hello there, Brian boy. How things going, okay?
I love this exercise. I actually found it to be very satisfying. I think there's a big top five, but let's start with your list. Give me your top five players in the game, dog.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of guys. I'm leaving Trout out here based on the fact he hasn't played. Mookie Betts, I think, probably like to have a little more power, but he's probably still the best all-around player in the sport, albeit a bad year. Hurt a lot in 2021. I'll put Betts at number one. Tatis, power, really the combination. I like the youth, too. It's a factor. People go watch him play, puts fannies in the seats. That's an intangible. I think that counts here as well. He's got great power other way. He can do a little bit of everything, so I make him number two. I put Ohtani a little higher, but Ohtani has yet, I know he's unique, and so you love that aspect of pitching and hitting. I mean, we understand that. But he did not do anything offensively in the last 2 months of 2021. He was terrible. And he pitched 120 innings. So what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to make him the best player in the sport when he's a pretty good pitcher who's not showing the durability, and he didn't do anything in the last 2 months of the season. So how am I going to make him number one? But I got to be fair, put him in my top five. I put him number three. I love Judge. I see him a lot, but he knows how to play in New York City. That's a big factor here. He is a great defensive outfielder, underrated defensively, tremendous power all fields. He can run the bases. He stayed healthy for a change. I love his all-around deal. And I love his presence in the lineup. He scares the heck out of me. I put him number four, and I put Soto five. He's not a great defender. They haven't won yet without Rendon. 2 bad years in a row. I know he's tremendously selective. I know on-base percentage. I know how great he's going to be. He's going to make $450 million. I get all that, but I put him number five. So Betts 1, Tatis 2, Ohtani 3, Judge 4, and Juan Soto number 5. That's where I go.
Doug, I like your list, actually. Everyone else kind of giving up on Mookie Betts. At least we were on the shredder and everything else. But look, here, I'm going even real world. If you're going to give me a 6-month season, I want Mike Trout, number one. He's gotten better the last 2 years. I know he's hurt most of last season, but he's still like he could do a 450 on base. He could do 400 on base. He's going to slug 600. He can still hold it down league average in center field, I believe, for at least one more year. And that's the only reason why I have Tatis second. Tatis is slugging 600 playing shortstop. Juan Soto, you're down on Soto. It's hard for me to keep Soto down at number 3. He's such a great hitter. I'm proud of you, dog. You have Shohei Ohtani in your top 5. I think you might have one slot higher than I had, and I'm bigger on him, I thought. And then Mookie Betts. I thought Betts still deserves a lot of respect, but again, you have him even higher. There's a lot of logic to your list. And I do love Aaron Judge. I love him, too. On my list, I thought it was most fascinating the guys who didn't quite make it. And I've got Freddie Freeman, Carlos Correa, Judge. Also, Manny Machado, I think, is very close to this top 5. The guy plays. He plays marvelous defense. That was what was so revealing to me, that those guys were that close.
I like it, and I considered Freeman because he hits great pitching. Freeman hit a home run against Hader to win that divisional series. How many guys can do that out to left center field or right center field? He is a excellent player. He plays first base, and he's not, doesn't run the base as well.
Right.
But as far as life on the line, if you had to have a single or a big hit in a postseason spot against any kind of pitcher, you tell me who you'd like more than Freeman.
Well,
who?
And also,
go ahead.
And then
not many.
Living with a guy for 6 months, representing your club, who do you want more than Freddie Freeman?
That's a good point.
Very few. Maybe he's number
Excellent
6.
point.
Judge is there, too. I think Bryce Harper is close. Dog, I know one thing I struggle with, but then I was easy with it because, look, Jacob deGrom, if he's pitching 220 innings, yes. If Max Scherzer isn't 37, 38, yes. But because of that, those are my elite, separators on the mound. but I have no starting pitching threatening this list.
Well, DeGrom, I don't like the pitchers. I like the everyday player here, so I wouldn't have put a pitcher in that spot. I could see DeGrom if he went out there and threw 230 innings and made 32 starts. I could see that, but he doesn't do that. I mean, you know, the comparisons to Koufax are absurd. I mean, Koufax goes out there throws 350 innings. I mean, yeah. I mean, DeGrom can't crack 180. I mean, it's not even comparable. I think Judge is the interesting one. I think Judge. Now listen, this is me, and you and I see him a lot. We live here, so I get it. I mean, we put the Yankee games on every night.
There's a lot to like.
But you tell me what you don't like about Judge.
Yeah.
He can hit 45 homers.
He's got to play.
He hits 300.
That's all.
He's a great outfielder.
Yep.
He's a great outfielder. Not good. He's great.
Yep.
And he plays in New York.
Yep.
And he's good in New York City. That's not easy. So I love Judge.
Yeah,
that's why I put him fourth.
Greg, I like Doug's list more than I like my own. This is sad times for me. Doug, good job. Greg, back to you.
Yeah, that was really agreeable, fellas. What's going on? They're chumming it up. I mean, Ohtani, I mean, I don't. Am I the only one that thinks he's the best player in baseball? Maybe I am. We don't know who's in our top 10. We don't know the order yet.
I don't think you're wrong.
He's got pitches, those 101,
and
nasty split, and he hits almost 50 bombs.
I thought no way possible.
I do agree with Chris, though. At the beginning of the show, I thought Judge should be in the top 5. That's the kind of player he is. So
but no Trout, though, Ronnie?
That's a mistake.
True.
I think he put his list together, and it's like getting to school and you forgot your homework.
I
forgot Trout. But his ego was too big to clean it up.
By the way, in TV, we try to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's a whole other conversation, Ronnie. The next.